Hello everybody, and welcome to this ranked match played between myself on the blue side, deploying as 7th Panzer Division, East German, and on the red side we have a player named It's Havoc, who is deploying as 6th Motorized, I believe that is. Yeah, 6th Motorized Brigade. So he is deploying quite wide, focusing on getting into the central sector as a first, also keeping Anna and defending on Leonid. He is trying to seize these nice defensive positions in this settlement, which gives him quite an opportunity to hold this line and even provide opportunity to push further. Now, I'm recently playing mainly this 7th Panzer because it gives a great opportunity to spam extremely cost-effective light tanks T-55s and combine with the top medium tank in the game, T-72M1. I also have ability to bring long-range AA. I also have one of the strongest infantry in the game, and BMP-1s, which are also very cost effective. Now, I'm moving only sparsely to the center and the left. I'm going to cap the sectors Ivan and Paul, so I don't tick very much behind after he probably caps the central 2-point sector. And my main focus go to the right side, because what my early objective is to seize this small settlement, because after you take these positions, you're able to both push into the enemy sector with very good defensive positions over here and there, while his side is empty and open, and I can also relocate and move my forces to the center 2-point sector, which will be the main focal point, and is the main focal point of the map. He also opened with MiG-21 bis, quite unusual. I usually don't start with choppers, although this 7th Panzer gives me also this ability. And frankly, there's very few abilities this division lacks. You have very strong light tanks, very good recon, long-range AA, Strelatan Ms are decent short and medium range AAs, you have very strong infantry, you have cost-efficient fighters, and you have also very good bombers able to deal with enemy heavy tanks. My force recon is being deployed on top of the silo to see how much is he deploying over this side. I don't expect much because many players don't really give much of a damn over this lane. Mostly they play over here and in the central sector. Central sector is 2 points, so that's why. And over here those sectors are very close, so as soon as you manage to win fight in one place, you can push into the other. Now, I'm also reinforcing with another batch of T-55s, so after I manage to kill some of his units, I can continue with momentum and push to either Leonid or this central Sign sector. Now, these Machutan are going to only be deployed defensively. T-55 command variant is coming to cap the sector. Now, T-70M1 opened fire on Concourse, but it got side-shotted, so this was first very serious mistake. I'm backing down this T-55 because I don't want to lose it. Now, I saw that his Concourse is situated over here in the church, so I could see it, I could fire back, so I decided to move my T-72M and cycle back and forth. And when he opens fire with Concourse, then I will just retreat back into the cover, so his missile will not hit my tank. So let's see how that goes. Now, he managed to fire, but I fall back. Now I shot again at him. He's losing cohesion. He fired again. Now I'm moving T-72 and back after fire, and I just got another side shot. So this was a terrible start, and this is something you don't want to do, because losing these two quite important and only medium tanks I had in my stack can be very devastating. So my Cubs managed to shut down his MiG-21, but I need to relocate because he invested in early artillery, and this D-20 is quite efficient, and he has also a recon to corrective fire, so I had to move down a little bit. Nevertheless, even though I suffered huge early loss, I decided to push with Special Aufklärer and T-55s. Now, T-55s managed to get hit by DuroSVK 80 and get killed. Another very good start, to be honest. And now my reinforcements are coming, but I decided to pull back a little bit to reinforce and push again after I will get my units in, let's say, gain more punchability, because right now if I would manage to get foothold here, I would get kicked out, because these two 55s would not be able to do much. Strelatem shot down his Mi-2 URN. He deployed quite heavily into the center. His units are doing nothing in here, but I suppose this is a defensive mission, because you want to hold the sector as long as possible and take your opponent down, and that's what he's doing. Now he should reinforce heavily this sector, because I don't know if he has any recon, probably not, but he has no idea what's coming to him, and the BMP-1s are unloading infantry much earlier, so they don't get killed by concourse inside the vehicles. Now he did not respond properly, even his book is on the wrong side. All of this deployment is not doing anything, although only infantry that is able to, or only units that are able to push are Spetsgruppe, BMP-1s and Motschützen, so maybe, I think he should at least try, but maybe he should, maybe his idea was just to hold this and fight for the center. Now his arty killed my concourse in the silo, and at this moment I'm pushing into this settlement just outside of his sector. He failed to reinforce on time while I brought an ample of units. I don't know if he's saving income on air or helis or more arty, but now he's probably seeing himself that he's in trouble, because this is in no position. There's no way this could hold my assault. As soon as he saw that he killed my two medium tanks, he should realize that I'm focusing heavily on getting this, and not only will I get an ability, more ability to be more maneuverable, I would also be able to cap both of his sectors and get huge tick. Now he's bringing cluster plane. It got intercepted by my Cubs and shut down before it was able to deliver the payload, and another MiG-21 was shut down. MiG-23 shot only one MRAM, so it can stay in the air and hunt for other enemy air units. Luftsturmjäger Metis are running away from the town, but they're going to be killed on its way, and now I can just continue to push and easily walk into Leonid. Now this is a mistake that a lot of unexperienced players do. If you face a breakthrough, you don't want to plug in with heli spam, especially if you see that your opponent has AA and air advantage. Now MiG-31B managed to evac my MiG-23, but my Cubs opened fire, and this got stressed and also is falling back now. And my T-55s and T-72s are going to flank from two vectors and push straight into the forest, and will try to gain the foothold over here. T-64 BV is much better tank than my T-72s, but they are facing disadvantage, numerical insuperiority, and he is forced to fall back. He killed one T-72M, but my tanks are able to push now, and if he doesn't run away, he will lose the T-64 too. And I think he's going to lose it now. No, my T-55 missed, but he's sending another cluster plane, but my MiG-23 fighter was able to intercept. Kups missed the target, but it's not important. MiG wasn't able to drop its payload. It would probably kill one or two tanks anyway. T-64 is trying to desperately hold the line, but he's just getting overwhelmed, and low cohesion makes his firing extremely inaccurate. Now, the only units remaining is Luftsturmjäger Metis and his command. He should quickly run away with this. He has nothing on this lane anymore, so I can easily accommodate myself on the flanks of his sector and shoot at everything that will come down this road now. So now I'm switching the focus and relocating some of my units over here, and the next target is the central sector for 2 points. After I get this one, I will stop the tick, but I also need to gain the tick to get the point advantage and later win. He deployed MiG-31B for air superiority and also MiG-21, the cluster version. My Kups ran out of missile. This actually has one, this has none, so I need to reload that quickly. Even I brought the supply vehicles, but they used all of their supplies. Even the Strelatan has no more ammo. This doesn't happen very often. So nothing is happening over here. I have only ample forces to hold. I also deployed Concours to shoot on any armored unit that might support his possible push, but it's not coming. And I think the window of opportunity for him to push into Pole is now completely closed, as the combat is now switching to the central sector. Now I'm going to envelop his sector with Machutsen, going through both the bottom and the upper forest lines. T-55 and BMP-1 managed to kill his T-55. This division is quite good because he also have very effective T-55As, but not as many as I do. Efficiency of 6 cars relies more on a combination of air dominance and air support and artillery and decent light and heavy tanks combination. But I think that my division is overall much better than his, to be honest. Now, I would like to push, but I need much more units to be deployed over here. This command SPW is going to cap this 1 point sector, so his 2 point tick will finally be stopped. His artillery is firing on my T-55. It's not a correct shot and it will most likely survive. These Machutsen SVDs are moving down this forest, and these Machutsen are moving just this way. BMP-1 and T-55 are supporting the push. More units are on the way. T-72 M1 and T-55, and I think I will later relocate some of these units over here as well. T-80BV opened fire on my T-55, but I managed to pull back. His exceptional recon was also damaged, so I was pulling back. And now his stick was stopped, but he has still almost 600 conquest points advantage, so I definitely need to take this sector in order to win. Now I think that at this moment he is over-investing in air because he doesn't have as much ground presence as he should have at this point, or he's just not spending the points. I don't know, I didn't play it from his perspective, so I can't see what he did and what he didn't done. Maybe you should move some ATGM over here so you can shoot on the road, or over here so you can shoot on this route. This concourse here is useless, to be honest, and his RT is now aiming on my Mochus and SVD, but it's useless because his chopper, before it was shut down, Strela managed to shoot and kill the squad. Now, one of my other squads was able to get here, but it got killed in a close combat. And now I brought enough tanks and I'm pushing inside. I'm also reinforcing and repairing units to hold the sector, but my main effort is now switching over here. There shouldn't be much units able to withstand and defend. Metis's damage only half of the HP. Now, cluster plane managed to kill both of my T-55s, but were shut down by Cubs. He should have maybe one or two last cluster planes now, because he's running out of them very quickly. T-72M missed its fire. Oh no, we actually hit T-55A, almost killed it. One T-55 is dead, and T-72 was killed from up close. Now I'm moving my Cubs into this position, so I can shoot at his planes coming much quicker than so they have much less chance to kill any of my tanks. He's just sending another cluster plane, and the Cub managed to hit it just on its way. The Big 21 Beast cluster has only 8 HP, so it dies to one hit from the Cub. Strela is also being moved up here, close to another one, so we have very effective AA net, both against his planes and Mi-2 or 8 helicopters. Now these T-72Ms were unstoppable. His infantry was not able to deal with them, but now the Concourse with good stealth open fire and is probably able to kill it. Yeah, one of the T-72Ms go down, and I'm just bringing the command T-72 with 2 squads of Mochutsun. So now it will be me holding this 2-point sector and defending him against his soul. His book managed to waste almost all of his ammo. If you are playing and trying to hold this place, you probably want to move your book over here or over there, because right here is not covering much of your units. Although I was not playing with heavy air like my opponent is, it still doesn't make much sense to put it over here. Now it missed, and now it lost all the missiles. You always want to keep your supply vehicle close to your box, because right now I have a window of opportunity where he will not be able to harass my bombers or even choppers, because he has no other AA in the area. You want your long-range AA to be constantly reloaded, because otherwise it might cost you dearly. Now we killed his command infantry and we got the +4. He's trying to get to this 1-point sector over here, but moving with just one BR and 1K doesn't make much sense. It will die, and now he's blind, although he has one more. I would rather suggest to go not through the open space like here, but more like on the flanks, because right here you have ability to use some cover, or over there, or you can use this wrong road down here and come over there and push from edges of this forest with your infantry and supported by tanks. Now he is trying to reclaim the territory back, sending wave and wave of Mostrolki in and Motschützen and Mostrolki later in BMPs. So I think you should put a smoke because he just lost a tank, and now I also deployed Concourse over here, so now he's getting himself into the crossfire from two sides. Maybe it will be much smarter to rather take this sector first and then push over here, but we already trade so effectively for me that he can hardly manage to create a push that could get him either into this or that sector. Now he's again firing his artillery, but my units are moving away from the location. I brought Mi2s for a better spotting and recon. Concourses are going to move into the silo so they can comfortably fire on all his units over there. MiG-21 rocket version was killed, and this MiG-21 cluster was also intercepted by both Cubs and MiG-23. Maybe he should use his RT to kill my AA, but I'm also constantly moving that as well, so it's easier said than done. I think he ran out of the air support, so now he has to rely only on the ground, but as you can see, I'm completely dominating the land. He doesn't have many units over here. I don't see he coming back, and me losing the +4 ticket, and he saw that as well. So it's Havoc folded. I made a huge mistake at the beginning. I stupidly lost 272 Ms to his Conquerors. Both get side shots by it, but later I managed to outspam him on the ground while he focused more on air. I created land dominance, and therefore I managed to get an important section on the right flank, and then it was either up to me whether I wanted to strike in his 1-point or 2-point sector. This Cub was extremely effective. It killed all his cluster bombers, and MiG-21 bases are very cost effective, but they can be one-shotted by Cub because Cub deals 9 HE damage, while MiG-21 base has only 8 HP. Strelaten M took care of his choppers. These are good at the opening, but stopping a push with those is not very good, especially if you have some AA units in the background. T-72 M1 did exactly what I bought it for. These are the most cost-efficient medium tanks in the game. T-55s did very good job, and that's it. So this was not really a high-level competitive game, but I wanted to show you what mistakes can be done on both sides on this map called Mount River, and I wanted to show you how I usually play this map. So thanks for watching. If you like to watch this kind of content, please like and subscribe, and also provide a feedback in the comments if you would like to, and talk to you later. Bye bye.